Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I am your host, Saucy McFoodlefist, and in the last one, well, let's just say Isabella might have gone missing, and that's the best case scenario for Isabella, if we're being honest. And we started playing as Ma'am Hana, so let's get started, shall we? Luke is dressed to the nines as he usually is, and he looks ready for whatever the day will throw at him. His butler and valet wait at his side, just in case he isn't as ready as he looks. Oh sure, that is normal. What is confusing me is the fact that he is on his way out of the penthouse. What is confusing me is the fact that he is on his way out of the penthouse, considering we won't have anywhere to go until much later.
Where are you going?
I am to attend the Triad Autumn Tasting. I do believe I informed you of this 2 weeks ago.
Yes. And might I remind you that I had stricken that off your schedule? Because 1, the doctor told you to stop consuming so much alcohol. And 2, I informed you a few days ago about the open house we are going to attend in its place.
Spoken like a true woman. Am I right, guys?
I've even found this marvelous interior designer, Mary Ann McCullough.
It's a 3.5-hour drive to Cardiff. I don't have time for this. This is like that little party you threw all over again. You don't inform me of it, and you expect me to stay and be a gracious host when I have business elsewhere. You know how I operate, Hana. Unless this was penciled in, I am sticking to my schedule.
If I may intrude, the madam is correct. Your physician did insist you moderate your drinking, unless you wish to incur acute pancreatitis. And you did have this open house penciled in last Wednesday morning.
Wednesday? Is that guy German?
Bullocks, I don't remember doing so.
Well, you did. While very hungover, in fact.
Why would he do it while he was hungover? Wouldn't it make more sense if he did that while he was drunk? But whatever. Moaned about me being too loud, but gave in. He moaned about me being too loud, but gave in after some pushing. Perhaps that was a bit too cruel and manipulative of me, but...
Whose side are you on?
Come on, Luke. You promised we'd do whatever I want this weekend.
Gordon Bennett, fine. I am giving this house tour of yours a chance. But if it proves to be a waste of time, I am going to Cardiff, and you are going to take a cab home.
Damn.
Are we clear?
What would make it a waste of time? It's just a bit of a husband and wife tit for tat, isn't it? All couples have their arguments. Once the honeymoon phase is over, as they call it, reality sets in that you have a partner that might not always see eye to eye with you. Yeah, isn't that true? I had this conversation with my girlfriend, actually, about the whole honeymoon phase thing, and I don't really want to talk about it too much on camera, but, you know, it's a thing, and it's real. Perhaps it's been the years. Seven of them is nothing to scoff at.
I just cannot bloody believe I agreed to this. I was really looking forward to the Triad Tasting.
Though sometimes I think it's something a bit more than just a simple disagreement, and I have to stop myself from wondering where we went wrong.
There's always the Triad Christmas tasting in Manchester next month, and that'll only be an hour and a half drive.
Have I been neglectful? Have I offended? Have I acted shamefully?
Yes, but Cardiff.
Certainly any problem can be discussed, as long as he doesn't run away.
Well, there goes my good mood. Are you happy now, Hana?
Yep. Why must he treat me this way? Honestly, okay, this is kind of a tough decision, but I'm going to say to remain silent instead of defend myself, because if I were him, I wouldn't want to go to a dumb open house thing either, and if he already had this, he already kind of had these plans, so I'm just going to remain silent. I am happy. And I'm sure he will be too once he gets over being a little upset. There is no point in aggravating him anymore, so I keep myself from commenting on the issue further. A sweet smile and a bowed head, no need to provoke. That is how I cope.
So, when do we leave? Where are we even going?
We're scheduled to leave after lunch for the Ermengarde Mansion? Das ist ja interessant. It's just Deutsch name. Is that infamous mansion, yeah? I have seen it from afar. It's a huge property. Very beautiful if it wasn't left abandoned. Certainly a house befitting lords and ladies of the land.
A house good enough for nobles, huh? It is well known then? I guess that doesn't make it a total waste of time.
Our old sous chef mentioned going there for Halloween last year. We've not seen him since.
Uh-oh.
Not that I mind. He made terrible pumpkin soup.
I smile even as they turn their backs to me. The ride to the mansion is quiet, with Luke having stared out the window the entire way, not paying attention to anything around him. Meanwhile, I am conflicted. I don't know if I should apologize for changing his plans like that. But by the time we arrive at the mansion and I see the light in his eyes light up, and as I see his eyes light up in genuine interest, apologizing is the last thing on my mind. The whole affair with the Ermengarde Mansion certainly is an interesting experience. The place had been renovated and restored by the owners to what they claim to be acceptable standards. The mansion itself looks something befitting of a fairy tale or a period piece. It is tastefully decorated, and with a bit of love and attention, I'm sure it can be a place Luke and I can call home. And the number of other prospective buyers that have come from the powerful and wealthy of Luxbourne certainly did not disappoint, making the estate as prime property. The Lees are among the group who went with that Rose woman, and I saw a few other notable faces, though I did not really feel like mingling. Unfortunately for them, the Wrights are interested in buying. We've been bugging my mind, however. What's been bugging my mind, however, is that Isabel. Oh, there she is from a different perspective. Isabel, I hope you're okay. What is her problem? I still don't quite understand what is happening. One moment she is scrambling to give us the paperwork to finalize the sale. Then she is panicking over some prank letter or another. The second thing on my mind is how touchy my darling husband is being towards the poor dear. I cannot even plaster a smile on my face, a horrid scowl taking its place. There is no way I can pretend nothing is wrong as I hum. There's no way I can pretend nothing is wrong as I hum.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
He is quick to detract his hand, which is all that the girl needs to, well, for a lack of a better word, escape.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Her partner follows, shouting after her without hesitation. There is an awkward air among us as we are left in the wake of whatever that was. The others murmur and gossip with each other, speaking of the poor, daft girl, and telling the tale to whoever was not in the audience to act in the first place. It doesn't take too long for the woman, Rose, to return and pull us aside into the study for what rightfully I assume is damage control. Rose invites Marianne into hoping to apologize to her as well. But the woman refuses, saying that she is not one of her clients anyway. That leaves myself, Rose, and Luke, the last all too eager to make himself comfortable in a study he's no doubt already claimed as his own. Oh, there's Rose. How sad.
I can't apologize enough about what just happened. Please forgive Isabella. She's been under a lot of pressure lately. She's young, and all those rumors about this being haunted just got to her head. And it must be this terrible heat, too. Not a drop of rain for days now.
Oh, it's fine. The poor girl must feel so embarrassed about what she just did. But I say, let bygones be bygones. After all, she's only a child. She looked, what, 19?
I shoot Luke an accusing look at these words. After all, he tried flirting with the girl. The nerve of him. And not only that Isabel girl, but also Marianne and Rose too. Our husband is a scumbag. What kind of husband would think that it's even a remotely good idea to make moves on 3 different women while his wife stands there? Did he drink while I wasn't looking?
She's a bit older than that. But again, I apologize. And if there's any way I can make up for what just happened, just...
I know what you can do. Be a darling flower and get us one of those bottles you plan to serve. Pop it open.
We were planning on serving some champagne. I can get that.
That would be lovely. Much obliged.
Do you want a glass as well, Ms. Wright?
Oh no, I'm fine. I really shouldn't be drinking right now.
And Luke shouldn't be either. But right now, I am just too tired for any sort of argument. I don't have the heart to scold him in public as well. I certainly am not his mother. I just want to get this horrid day done with, go home and sleep. Perhaps I'll even have a strong cuppa before I head off to bed. What's a cuppa? Yes, that sounds nice. When Rose comes back with the champagne, I beckon her over. As I have told her partner before, I have every intent of acquiring this house. I might as well, even if I'm having second thoughts about getting it for Luke. The moment we, the Wrights, had expressed interest in the place, we've had eyes set on us. If we don't buy it, that might as well be a signal to have busybodies gossip about how we may or may not have lost our fortune. Regardless of the fact that it is false, image is everything when dealing with these people. These are the unspoken rules of being people such as ourselves. Rich. And besides, I really did like the place. Why, everything here is absolutely wonderful. It's wonderful, darling, wonderful. Well, except this ugly painting in the study. Yeah, holy crap. Okay, that's kind of odd. It looks like a bad fake of an Edvard Munch painting. Edvard Munch? An Edvard Munch painting?
Here's the deal. I'm willing to pay 10% higher than your listing price. If anyone tries to outbid us, just add another 5%. I doubt anyone can, of course. Or, you know what? Just add 15% to the listing price, and we can sign all the paperwork now.
I guess, if that's what you want. That won't be any trouble. I don't have all the papers now. Didn't think this would be a quick sell. I'll have copies sent to you so you can look over them. And if you'd still like to finish the rest of the tour with Isabella's group, you're more than welcome to.
No, I think we're good here. We'd appreciate a private tour of the place a lot more, I think.
All right. Should I let Marianne in, then?
Marianne? Oh, right. She's been waiting outside the study the whole time, hasn't she? I'll need to have a little chat with her to move the Mansion Perfect project forward.
Please do.
There's a look of apprehension when the other woman enters the study. Yet, like a professional, I see the moment when she steels herself and masks her worry. Admirable.
We have this project, then?
Of course. Will you be needing anything from us?
Having the floor plans would be a great start, just so that I can look at them beforehand. And if you could tell me when you're available for a meeting so that I can include it in my calendar?
Oh, is a meeting really all that necessary, Marianne? I guess we can send Johans to help you out. You two can start by getting rid of this ugly painting.
A hush falls upon the room at my request.
What painting?
What? And lo and behold, the painting is gone. In its place, a mirror stands, which leads me to look at my own confused expression. Freaky!
Odd. Well, no matter.
Man, Hana is just not superstitious at all. She's like, 1 minute there's a freaky girl on the wall, the next minute she's gone. Oh, did no matter. Like, come on, Hana. Like, get real.
Back to the topic at hand. Marianne, dear, we are simply far too busy to meet up.
Or perhaps maybe I should. Free up my schedule, question the need for a meeting. You know, honestly, I think Hana is just a little too pretentious and a little too uptight. But you know, okay. I gotta think about this, because if I'm playing as Hana, if I were her, I would question the need for a meeting. This isn't about making decisions that are out of character, so I'm going to question the need for a meeting. This isn't the first estate we've acquired, of course. We've bought plenty of others from penthouses in Luxbourne to vacation in townhouses in nearby cities. It is, however, the first time an interior designer has asked for a meeting with me. Normally, I just let them do as they please and hope for the best. I found that they rather like the creative freedom that is lent to them. They all bragged about it. Hana Wright is living in a house that I designed.
I can make time, but I'm sure you're more than capable enough to work on your own, yes? Surely I would just get in the way and you can do things faster and more efficiently without my input. Because, no offense, if you're one of those workers who need constant supervision and hand-holding, you might as well tell me now so that I can look for another interior designer to work with.
Surely this will feel the same. This one will feel the same.
Yes, I am capable of working without any design input and without supervision, Mrs. Wright. But it'd be entirely different if I know what you two would want for this home, how each room is meant to be used. You have to consider what sort of colour palette you would want, at the very least. Do consider that this will be your home and not mine.
None of those houses ever did feel like a home.
You won't give me a choice in the matter, will you?
What? No. You do have a choice, and...
No. You've clearly made up your mind that we must meet. All right, Monday, 10 o'clock sharp. We'll see you then.
Actually, Marianne suggested that we meet at 9, but who is even awake at that unholy hour? I was lucky enough to wake up this morning before Luke went all the way to Cardiff. Alright, we are going to end the episode off here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everyone.